as these two areas of low pressure, you can actually see them kind of already moving in closer and closer. They're going to phase together or combine to form one stronger area of low pressure, and that's going to give us our best opportunity for some heavy snowfall after midnight, going into about 8 to 9 in the morning on Tuesday. So we're not done with this yet, not by a long shot.
Now with a current look at the conditions. Hey, Adam.
Hey there, Jeff and Tasmin. It has really not been the best of nights here, with the snowfall coming down at a pretty moderate rate, even becoming heavy at times, blanketing the roads throughout Hagerstown. Travel has been rather treacherous. You combine that with the rather bitter wind chill out there. It is not the best night in the world to be out and about, whether you are walking or on the road. So please, if you can stay inside, I highly recommend that you do so and just hunker down.
High pressure will continue to assert its dominance over much of the eastern United States and keeping things pretty seasonable, but that is going to change as our winds start to turn to the south. It's also going to be but I want to focus on rain just for a little while longer. While this is certainly not a bad thing in terms of outdoor activities, having this lack of rainfall, we could use some rain. We've only received less than half of our total rainfall amount that we see on average between March 1st and now. So that's a 6-week time frame. We're almost 3 inches down for that time period. We could use some rainfall, and unfortunately, if you're looking for, here is our first call map for forecast snow accumulation totals. At purple shade, mainly 12 to 18 inches. That's going to be the ballpark target right now for much of the 4-state region. Even 18 to 24 inches and above. The further south you go towards the southern Shenandoah Valley, and then also, again, the D.C. metropolitan area. But I want to stress this, these numbers are subject to change over the next 24 to 36 hours, as we are still about 2 days away from this event. But we do have that winter storm warning in effect through 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and this is what we're going to be keeping an eye on through Future Tracker. That snow will be heavy at times. We're going to keep a very close eye on where these heavier bands of snow set up shop. That will heavily dictate who sees the most amount of snow. Either way, everybody should see something, and everybody gets in on very cold and windy weather as we head into the day on Wednesday.
Now, from your local weather leader, meteorologist Adam Rutt.
Well, we were able to enjoy a typical summer day throughout the 4-state region, with high temperatures holding in the mid to upper 80s, especially along and east of I-81. Winchester the exception at 82, even up to 86 degrees in Cumberland, 75 though in Oakland. Here's a live look at our Westview Promenade Skycam in Frederick. It has been a very quiet day, and the night tonight will follow suit. At the airport in Frederick, 70, your air temperature with the dew point nice and low at 55. It is going to be pretty comfortable this evening. And no breeze as of right now, but when one does come around, it's generally out of the east by southeast at around 2 to 3 miles per hour. 75 right now still in Gettysburg, 70 again in Frederick, 79 Leesburg, 68 though towards Martinsburg, down to 63 in Winchester, and a pair of 61s in Bedford and Oakland. But that dew point has been the X factor. When it's working for us, it's great. Kind of like right now, for example, with dew points in the 50s and 60s. About a 35-degree dew point in Bedford, I think might be a little bit of an anomaly. Maybe flip those numbers, and that might be a little bit closer to what we're actually seeing right now. Either way, dew points are in the tolerable range for the day tomorrow. Maybe not in the 30s, but 50s to around 60. That's still pretty good for mid-July. More sunshine as well, and we keep that sunshine in place through Saturday. But heat and humidity come back, and they stick around through the start of the next work week, where we also finally have some rain to talk about. Here's our temperature edition of Future Tracker. A seasonable day tomorrow, easily getting into the mid, maybe some upper 80s as well. But notice what happens on Saturday. We warm up even more, easily into the upper 80s, a couple of low 90s not out of the question as well. But again, it's going to be the humidity that makes it feel warmer than it actually is. Right now, though, really not much to talk about. There's high pressures almost centered directly overhead, keeping things very pleasant, not to mention dry. And we have another dry day in place through the day on Friday. Now, if you do want to head to the beach for a day trip, not a bad idea, but please keep in mind there is still going to be a moderate risk for rip currents along the Jersey Shore and then headed all the way down towards Virginia Beach, with temperatures along the coastline ranging in the upper 70s to low 80s. But by the time we reach the weekend, like I hinted at, heat comes back, and the humidity isn't going to be too far away from that as well, as high pressure slowly moves off to the south and east. allowing that southerly flow to come back around and give us a return to form in terms of those summertime muggies. Tonight, though, none of that. Enjoy the night. Low 60s for overnight low temperatures. High temperatures tomorrow getting into the mid to upper 80s with a light breeze out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 85 as you head into Boonesboro as well as Paw Paw. 87 for Martinsburg. 86 Frederick, Linganore, and Ballinger Creek. 87 for Germantown. 89 though in Silver Spring with upper 80s to low 90s in Northern Virginia. In the Shenandoah Valley, 86 in Front Royal. 86 towards Berryville. 82 in Romney. 83 for Cape and Bridge with upper 70s to low 80s for Allegheny and Garrett County. 84 from Bedford to Shippensburg with that 7-day forecast showing more heat on the way, especially as we head into Sunday, to a lesser extent Monday, where we also increase our chances for rain.